Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Zainur Rahman and you can call me Mr. Zen. Here I'm going to explain to you about present perfect tense, especially for verbal form. So, for the next slide here, we move on to the definition of present perfect tense. So, present perfect tense is a sentence to describe events that have occurred in the past that still have connection with the present time, but the time of the event is not clearly known. So, we take a look to the example below. I have had three birds in my house. I have had three birds in my house. So I know you still confused about the position of each word in this example. Okay, now we move on to the formula of present perfect tense, especially in the positive forms. For the formula here is subject plus has or have plus verb 3 and then plus object. For the auxiliary have is used for I, you, they, we, and plural subject. For the example here, I have had two books and you have had two books. Then for the auxiliary has is used for singular subject and she, he, it. For example, she has already married and Danny has had two cars. Then after positive form, we move on to the negative form of present perfect tense. Here is the formula. Subject plus has or have plus not plus verb 3 plus object. For the use of auxiliary has and have, still same with the formula of positive form. Has is used for singular and have is used for plural and subject I, you, they, we. Now let's take a look of the example below. I have not had two books and you have not had two books. And then the other example of auxiliary has is she has not already married and Danny has not had two cars. Then we move on to the last form of present perfect tense, namely interrogative. For the formula here is has or have plus subject plus verb 3 plus object, and don't forget to put question mark. For the example, have I had two books? Then have you had two books? If yes, you can say yes I have. Then if you don't have two books, you can answer no I have not or no I haven't. And for the other example of auxiliary is has she already married and has Danny not had two cars? Okay, we have already known the formula of present perfect tense. Now we move on to the time signal of present perfect tense. Here I have already translated of each word and I will read it for you. First is already, sudah selesai, never or ever, tidak pernah atau pernah, just, baru saja, once or twice, sekali atau dua kali, three times, tiga kali, so far, sampai kini, since, sejak, not yet, belum, as yet, hingga kini, ago, selama, finally, akhirnya, and this week, minggu ini. So you can use this time signal to describe an event that has already done in the past. Okay, for the next slide, I will explain to you about the use of present perfect tense. To make it easier, I will explain it in Indonesia. So, for the first use is untuk menyatakan suatu peristiwa, kejadian yang terjadi dan masih ada hubungannya dengan waktu yang sekarang. For example, you have read this mystery novel for a month. Untuk pernyataan yang kedua, menyatakan suatu peristiwa atau perbuatan yang telah dilakukan berulang-ulang. For example, we have visited Borobudur Temple for 3 times. Untuk pernyataan yang ketiga, menyatakan suatu peristiwa atau perbuatan yang telah terjadi di waktu lampau dan masih berlangsung sampai saat ini. For example, I have studied at this university for 3 years. Untuk kegunaan yang keempat, menyatakan suatu peristiwa atau pekerjaan, perbuatan, ulangan pada waktu yang tidak tertentu sebelum, sekarang, dan kata-kata yang sering dipakai. For example, I have watched this movie before. Oke, untuk pernyataan yang nomor 5, yakni untuk menyatakan suatu peristiwa, perbuatan atau kejadian yang telah dilakukan tapi belum habis waktunya. For example, I have received a lot of news these few days. Untuk kegunaan yang terakhir, menyatakan suatu peristiwa, perbuatan atau kejadian yang selesai pada waktu yang singkat dan kata-kata yang sering dipakai. For example, I have just spoken English to him. Okay, I think that's all from me. If you have any question, feel free to ask me on the Google Classroom or WhatsApp group. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.